Okay, so I'm gonna get right to it. This box right here is the Avata 360. So we're gonna open it up and we're gonna see what I got. I purchased this off of eBay, and it came through FedEx and it got here within 3 or 4 days. So I kind of just wanted to go over this and do a straight from shipping unboxing and see what comes inside the box if you were to buy your Avata 360 from eBay. And I'll even post the link to the seller that I purchased this from. So if you want to check that out, you can check it out in the description. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get on to it. Now, I purchased the Fly More combo. It doesn't look like anything else is in the box, so we're good with that. So I did not purchase the Motion combo. So that's the one that comes with the actual goggles and everything, because I have the Goggles 3 and the Goggles N3. Looks like they threw in a little bit of this, whatever this is. This is just, I guess, some type of Chinese charger thing to American. Pretty cool. I don't know whether it's Chinese or Korean. The product shipped, this thing shipped from Korea, so I'm guessing if it goes to Korea, then it is the international version, not the Chinese version. Although I've seen people from Korea actually get both versions, so I'm not exactly sure. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to do some more tearing. Let's just go ahead and cut this. Trying not to damage the box. I love keeping the boxes. I got a ton of boxes from DJI. So. And there you have it, right? So, on with the goodest part. Let's go ahead and take this plastic off. Let's open her up. Got probably their largest bag yet. I have the Mavic 4 Pro and I bought the Creator Combo. This is also a great box. I'll be keeping this. So let's go ahead and make sure that there is nothing else in the box. It only comes with the bag. So that just goes to show you that everything comes inside of the bag. But I believe that this is capacity, I want to say like cubic space wise. This is most likely their largest bag that they've released to date, I believe. Even the Mavic 4 Pro, it is a volume-wise, and cubic space-wise, I believe that this is just much larger than the Mavic 4 Pro. All right, so here we have it. If you haven't seen the bag up close, I want to go ahead and show you the bag. This is a large bag. So, for example, and I'm just going to take a second here to grab my Mavic 4 Pro. And I also have a Mini 5 Pro bag as well. I want to show you the difference. So, like I said, this is my Mavic 4 Pro bag. All right, so you can see it's very tall, very narrow. However, This is going to be very wide, very thick, right, and just about the same height as a Mavic 4 Pro bag. So that's the Mavic 4 Pro. If you were to get a Mini 5 Pro, which is this is the bag right here for a Mini 5, and I'll just show you. There's your Mini 5, or my Mini 5. If you were to compare the bags, you can see that it is quite a bit more. Quite a bit more. Let's do that as well. So, just an FYI, just for you to know how big this bag is. It's pretty big from my perspective. All right, so let's get into opening it. This is like a freaking lunchbox. You might be able to double this as a lunchbox, guys. So let's see what the Avata 360 looks like. Now, this is going to be a pretty wide drone. And here it is. This is it in all of its glory. Let me see if I can just kind of push this up just a tad. All right. So, comes in a sandwich bag, which is pretty interesting. And you'll have to forgive me. It is 11 o'clock p.m. That's just the time I decided to do this. I received this package a little bit earlier in the day, but I was a little bit too tired to actually do the review a little bit earlier on. So I wanted to start from the very beginning. And this is just, I don't know how I feel about the sandwich bag. Let's go ahead and open it up. It's, I mean, you'll never see it again, but, you know, just to know that, you know, I could take this to work or something, put some sandwiches in there is kind of interesting. So this drone itself is fairly lightweight, I want to say, without the battery in it. And let me give you a closer look. I know the lighting is not that great. Like I said, it's in the evening time and I'm not using any kind of auxiliary lights. So if you're not seeing this, I will show it again. I will do another video. But I mean, it's got a decent amount of weight to it, but it's mainly coming from up here. The body itself, the frame is very, very light on this drone. I mean, you're able to palm this thing and, you know, hold it indefinitely. So let's go ahead and just set this to the side for now. Let's open up some of the other content. So one of the things I noticed that come with the Avata 360 now is their new landing pad. And if you're not sure why they released, and this comes with the standard or traditional DJI packaging, which I really do appreciate. No sandwich bag or anything like that, which just goes to tell me that a lot of this stuff is reused. Like they make these parts en masse, they package them somewhere else, and then the drone itself is made from the company and then they package it itself. So when they put it all together in the factory, you have a lot of mismatched packaging, which is why this comes, you know, in a plastic sandwich bag, and then this comes in a standard DJI traditional kind of like very nice matte type of bag. Anyway, this is included in with your kit because of how this camera rotates and how this camera sits on the drone. Let me see if I can actually get this off without damaging anything. Okay, great. So this camera, being as it rotates, if that landing pad, it's got these little feet stoppers that are right here. As you can see them, they're like right here, has these little feet. And these feet will actually land. It's actually laying on the ground on those feet. And when it takes off, depending on what mode you're in, if you're in 360 mode, this camera will go straight like this. So it'll fly and capture 360 field of view, removing the drone from the image. And you're going to need a better surface for this to take off from, which is why they include this landing pad. That's almost standard unless you're purchasing the drone by itself. So this is not bad. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that in here. I got another RC2. This is like my fourth RC2. My girlfriend, I've given her, I don't know how many of these already from all the drones I've purchased. This is my 8th drone, I believe. So nothing to cry home about. I'm just going to have to do all the cool stuff that I do to this one, which is basically put my lanyard and my cover and, you know, all that other stuff on there. So I'll do that later when I'm setting up the drone. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. And then, of course, we probably have our charging hub here with our batteries. So let's go ahead and get these out. Trash. Interestingly enough, the drone itself comes in a sandwich bag, but yet the batteries, which are new, by the way, do not. They come in standard DJI packaging, which I find curious. So that just kind of solidifies my opinion that this all does come from different factories. So these are produced somewhere else. This is produced somewhere else. And then the way they package it is different. And then, of course, you've got all your stuff in here. So you've got your Avata 360 manual, and then you've got a bunch of these propellers. I'm pretty sure you can't see it. Let me get it out the way. So you got a bunch of all this other stuff. You got your USB-C, Type-C to Type-C connector. You've got a, you know, dust cloth. You have your propeller, Allen key, and then you have spare propellers. So let me go ahead and put that all in here. And yeah, so that is pretty much the unboxing for the Avata 360, and it'll be taken on its maiden voyage, I'm hoping sometime either this weekend, or if the weather clears up, I can take it tomorrow. And I'll be happy to record that for you and show you what that's like. I have a couple of places that are in Memphis that I want to record. So if you like the video, please make sure you thumbs it up and you subscribe. It's not necessarily the best quality, but I try to bring you the most real and authentic that I possibly can without any sponsorships and other types of stuff like that. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you watching. You have a great night and take it easy.